So what's good? Y'all already know what time it is. It's that time we get down with the get down. Alright, so what we did on the first one, we did the pencil sketch. So what we're going to go right into this is ink it in. Now, when you want to ink it in, you want to make sure you stay as close to your concept as you can. You might want to fix some errors that you committed on the beginning. So I see no problem with that. But at the same time, keep the concept going, you know. Don't dramatically change it, because those changes is what sometimes gives you that look that it's like, oh man, you know what, I should have left it the same. Like I should have not done that. And you don't want to have that. You definitely don't ever want to have that whole concept where it's like, man, I should have left this like this, you know? So, as you can see, I did a couple of changes here from the original ink work I had, which I added the spheres or circles or whatever you guys want to call them. So I added those there. Now I notice here I went a little higher. So what I'm doing now is I'm correcting it. As well as right there. So you see that right there. You know, I'm gonna have to mute this thing. I'm here having the my kick on, but I think I'm gonna have to mute it at least for an hour. Just so I won't play off of my music. Let's see what else I got going here. Oh, new email. All my videos up. See that? I'm a full hop. Showing a video of another video. Alright, I'm going to put that there. So you see right there, I even connected that one a little better now. So, like I said, guys, all it is about correcting your mistakes that you see when you're doing your pencil line and stuff like that. But at the same time, you want to have that concept going, like, to where it's cleaner and edgier, you know? And this one, I decided to go with the original drop shadow of it, just to kind of show you guys why I added the other ones on the other side. So you see, all I'm doing is basically just going and going and going from the same concept I have already. If you change it, you're risking that you mess it up. So I'm going to stick to what I'm going with. I wanted to add more, like little spheres here, so I can make it better like this, but I'm not. I'm going to leave it as is. But as you can see, the 3D is getting on point, you know? So you always want to have that in perspective, that you always keep that going very similar to your original sketch. Because if you don't, then you're going to have a funny looking piece. See right here, I added a sphere because that would have looked hilarious. Like the way that angle is, like having a thin ass little one like that, you know, it just throws off your pieces, guys. So you want to have it make common sense, like I said. Let it have common sense. Ooh, that fire. I used to cruise my lowrider with this song all day. Fools used to stare at me when I go pick up my son. Like, are you serious right now, fucking cholo? Oh man, good times, good times. So back to the art. All right. So as you have it, you see it. You know, we're going and we're going and we're going, and what you want to always do is have that concept of move my phone this way. You always want to have that concept going, which is, does it make sense? You know, and that is it. That is basically it. You keep going with that concept, and man, this thing's gonna look like official when it's done. When I started doing the sketch on the previous videos to this one, I know everybody was like, it looks cool, bro, but I don't really see the big deal. Why you not excited? Now, when I envisioned it, I was already looking at this. And now, this is looking official, you know? Nigga, can Mexican raps? Hell yeah. That's funny. Yeah. I remember one of my homeboys, and I mean, I know I have black friends on this and whatnot, but you know what? This was funny as heck. One of my homeboys, he's an African American, a black guy, and he told me, he's like, "¿Sabes qué? You know what? Man, you're as dark as me. I don't see why now you can't say nigga." And I started laughing, like, I was like, for real, bro? I thought it was the most funniest thing ever. And that was my boy Phil. If he ever sees this, he'll know. He'll know what I'm talking about. He's the first person that ever tattooed me. And then my second homeboy, Buds, did my second tattoos on my hands. So, yeah, you know. So, there you have it. As you can see, this actually looks like an actual 3D of how I do my perspectives of 3Ds. So, like I said, guys, when you guys are doing your pieces, let them make sense. Like, please let them make sense. Because if it doesn't make sense, it's just going to look retarded. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect at this. It's just that I know enough to just kind of stay away from stuff that I know my concept wouldn't make sense if I did that. You know? So, keep going with it. I changed that shadow. It looked funny the other way, so I brought it up like if it's a little bit higher now. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add a sphere. Just to give me that better look. See, because this piece I should have fixed this. Now it looks kind of retarded, and I'm kind of like, damn, that sucks. I should have fixed it. This is where your little spheres and all your little add-ons come into play, where you want to fix everything. Now I can go about this all day and try to add everything and everywhere, but you know, the time is just not of my essence right now, so I'm gonna just go with what I have. You know. Let's see here. Once again, right here, I added some spheres just because it looked a little plain. And I added another little 3D cutout right here. Now what I do is I do the 3D on this one. You see? It gives it that look. And it starts putting everything in perspective again to where it looks 3D. Because you will lose it. You will lose it. No matter how far you want to take this, you will lose that perspective at one point. And it's things like that that make it come back. Now I've seen people that bring out the lettering to a point where it's like the 3D itself is inside. And I like doing that as well, but right now, since we're not doing color, I decided to go with this shape of 3D outline for it. See right here, I should have done like a sphere or a square or something, but I didn't. So I know I'm going to regret it at the end because I'm not liking how that part itself looks. But I can knick-knack of everything. And at the end of the day, it is what it is. So come on, look at that. And that basically brings us to the end of where we're going with it. Now, right here, I had added like a little square, but man, the more and more I look at it, it looks off. So I'm just gonna convert that into two little spheres. And bam, there you have your finished piece. I hope you guys are enjoying it, and like, comment, subscribe to what you like and what you don't like. Like I said, I try to keep everything to a perspective of how I like my stuff. So if it doesn't satisfy you in any way, you know, I'm sorry. It was my own way of doing my stuff. So there you guys have it.